Alright, so quick update. We have a Whirlpool dishwasher that the top rack has lost 3 of the 4 wheels. And it looks like these wheels were zip tied back together at least once or twice to keep the wheels on, but we figured for the $30 we paid for the new replacement kit on Amazon, it was just worth getting it all fixed up and ready to go. I've already done the one side. You can see this is the old plastic style. When you order the new kits, they're actually metal. Alright, so the instructions are a little tricky if you're not familiar with this, and it took me a while, so I figured, hey, I might as well go ahead and do a little video on it real quick. It has pretty decent instructions, but the pictures are actually really hard to see, and unless you are familiar with this kind of work, it's actually a little tedious trying to figure out, where everything's supposed to go. But just real quick, this is actually factory replacement parts. My concern was the size and the shape and obviously the material, because it didn't look like what was on my system already, being that it's now made of metal. Let me see if I can find a part number here. I think that's the part number. I'm actually excited that this came in because we need a dishwasher. I can put the part number and all that stuff in the description and somewhere in the video here. Oh wait, this is it right here. Yep, this is the adjuster kit. So it's the Whirlpool W107-12394. To make sure that this fits your model of dishwasher. My dishwasher was the 665-13963K. So this is what we got. Anyway, the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need a flathead screwdriver just to help you pry off some of these plastic pieces and remove this. And then other than that, really you're just going to need a Phillips screwdriver, because you will need to use their little adapter piece that comes with their little screws to tighten the new onto the rack. So to start, I'm going to go ahead and, sorry I'm doing this one-handed because I have using an iPhone today. So what I'm going to do, make sure this is all the way down, and basically I'm going to pop this back plate off and go ahead and do that. Alright, let me go ahead and do that and I'll get back to you. Okay, so I went ahead and popped this back plate off. There's just some tabs in here. Go ahead and pull this off. Alright, get those out of your way so they don't get confused with the new stuff. Now this one here, as you can see, it's tied in on the front. There's a little piece right here that is actually using these little clips right here. So we're going to go ahead and pop these off. We'll take that plate out and this will just slide right off. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll get back to you. Okay, so I went ahead and removed this little piece, as you can see there. That was tied in there. Now the only thing really left to do is to pop this off. So I've already done this side, and basically what you do is you just twist this whole piece right on off. And it just pops off. Okay, so now for the fun part, which is installing the new set. Okay, so it's real simple. There's only a few pieces to deal with. Got your new wheels. Check out my wheels. All right. You got some screws, the adapter, the locking pieces there. And okay, So this is the vertical plate. This is your adjuster, your thumb adjuster for the height. This is the front plate, and then there's your back plate. It's very simple. Okay, so on your fourth set of tines, okay? So this is 1 set, 2 sets, 3 sets, the fourth set, all right? So think about it, 1, 2, 3, 4, and between the fourth and fifth rungs here, we're gonna go ahead and just pop that through. So again, I'm doing this one-handed. It's all right. There we go, just like that. Okay, it'll just hang there once it's in all the way, because it's on a little ledge there. All right. Okay, so then the next thing is going to be pretty simple. You're going to go ahead and put these little clips right onto these little dog ears here. And what that'll do is it'll lock it in place on those tines. And these only fit on there one way, but there's a trick to them because you got to get them on the tines. So I'm going to set that down, grab one of these, go ahead and dump these out. I need both of them. Alright, the way this is going to work is there's a slot right there. You're going to slide it through, the dog ear through, it's going to lock on that pin and go up into that slot there. Alright? Pretty simple. I don't know if I can do this one-handed, so let me put the phone down and hope you see it. So basically, I'm going to take this piece here, get it in kind of angled, all right, just like that, and I'm going to pop the dog ear right through until it clicks. Okay, you see that? All right, so going in at an angle so that it slides up and down the tines. Bring the dog ear in. Show you this real quick before I snap it in. Bring the dog ear in, and oops, make sure it goes through the back slot and it clicks in place. Just like that. All right. Now you're going to put on this vertical back plate, or front plate, whichever they call it. Okay, so it's got a slot there, which means that's the top. Okay, so you're going to slide this metal piece, this with this little hump and hill in the center. It's going to fit right through this channel. Okay, right down those guides, all the way up. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I'll get back to you. All right, just so you can see, I haven't pushed it all the way in yet. See how it's all grooved and it fits right in? So I'm gonna go ahead and push this down. All right, so I'm gonna go about halfway for now. And eventually that'll go all the way up when we tighten everything down, okay? And I apologize, you can't really see what's going on because of all these tines and everything, but here, let's go ahead and lock it in, just like that, all right? So now the next thing is going to be to lock your thumb adjuster in place, and you want the thumb piece facing the front. If you're not sure which side of the front is, if you have one of these sprayers attached to it, the connection here is the back. This is what connects to the water supply. Okay, that's the front, that's the back. And so we're gonna go ahead and slide this in. This is a little flexible, so we have a little play here. All right, so this is going to connect into those little half wheels on the side. All right, so let me pull that out so you can see it. Put it back in, there you go. And that just sits in there. Now you're going to line this up. You're going to have some small grooves on the side here. I don't know if you can see where my finger's at. Let's see if we can get a better angle. Okay, so this right here is going to attach to this tine that runs horizontal, and then these two grooves here will attach to these vertical tines. Okay, so let's do that. Alright, so they're in the vertical tines and it's locked in on the horizontal. Now, the beauty of this is that you're almost done. And with that being said, you're going to find in your bag of parts some screws. There should be 4 screws because you'll need 2 on each side, and this little adapter. Okay, what that adapter is it's a star bit. You could use a star bit if you've got one. I'm just using the adapter because it's just easier for me since I had a Phillips already. This takes a Phillips and converts it over to the star that you need for these screws. Okay, so you're almost done. You take the back plate, you line it up here with the screw holes. Okay, this is the top, this little lip. It's going to slide up and in, and that's going to push on and lock this in place. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll show you the screw in process with that adapter. Stand by. All right, so I went ahead and put my screws on top after I snapped it together. I'm going to go ahead and use this adapter, hook it onto my Phillips screwdriver here, and set that in there. So I'm trying to do this one-handed. It's pretty simple. I'm using a ratcheting screw driver here. All right, let me get this all finished up and I'll get back to you. All right, so we got everything installed. Looks good. Wheels spin. Alrighty. Sorry the video was so horrible. I'm just trying to do this one hand. It's a little shaky because this really is a two-handed operation. To do one, it took me probably 5 minutes. To do both of them, 10. I'm gonna go give it a shot, get it adjusted. That'll probably take another few minutes just to get it adjusted right. But hope somebody found this useful because it took me a little while to get it squared away. All right. Thanks for watching. On to the next.